Hello, everybody. Hope you all doing well on this Monday afternoon. As you can tell, I'm definitely feeling a little bit better. If you watched the video from this morning, yeah, just was not feeling well at all. So yeah, but definitely I'm getting through it. Yeah, that's basically my period has come back. I also found out when I was in the hospital I have fibroids. So yeah, with everything, getting straightened around with the diabetes, of course my periods have returned, and then with the fibroids, at least now I'm understanding a lot of things that's been going on with my body over the past probably several years or what have you. And, between, what things that I have been feeling and so forth. And now I understand that it wasn't always because I was experiencing low sugars because of my hypoglycemia. It hasn't just been, just course of life and so on and so forth. There have been things that have been going on, and that's part of the reason why I did go to the hospital, is to get those answers. But now I'm understanding a lot of things, and to be honest with you, I think it's probably this that was the trigger that finally wound up bringing the type 1 diabetes out. So, because all my other blood work was showing fine and so forth. And the really big question is, okay, why at such a late stage am I developing type 1 diabetes? And I think I found the answer. So, yeah, in a way, it was a good thing I got my period back, but at the same point, really? But at the same point, gives me something to look forward to. And there are positive things. At least I know my body's starting to get straightened back around and so forth. And we're starting to get some answers, I think. So anyway, with that in mind, and of course with yesterday's reading, to me it was a very powerful message, or I should say messages. And I think that and I did have something happen last night that definitely made it all happen, brought it all to fruition or what have you. So today I thought it would be a good idea to do the spread that I did. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. First spread, Spirit Animal Oracle. Find out what sort of spirit animals we have around us. First one pulled from the bottom of the deck, the number 56 card, that's 5-6, Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Okay, and yeah, we have little Miss Possum here who wants to be in the video this afternoon. So anyway, top of the deck, the next card, the number 3 card, the Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. And the last card pulled also from the top of the deck, the number 16 card, that's 1-6, Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. And all of that added up to 3. And the second deck that I had decided to use is the Wildwood Tarot by Mark Ryan and John Matthews. Okay, we've used this one before. And the spread here is an arrow. Okay, so the very first card, which of course I pulled from the bottom of the deck, and basically this is all about very Celtic, okay, origins and so forth, all right, all based on the woods and so forth, okay. So the elements or the card suits are going to be changing, everything, and even the names that he did, or I should say they did, with the major arcana are going to be changing and so forth, okay. So, and I'll help guide you through this as I'm going through it, all right? So basically the tip of the arrow, which is our significator card, is going to be the 5 of bows, which is going to be the 5 of wands. In this case, it's translated into empowerment. So this is what our reading is going to be about, okay? What the second card from the top of the deck, the rest of these are going to be from the top, is basically the skills that we can apply for this reading, okay? In this case, is from the Major Arcana, the number 11 card, the Woodward. Basically, this is corresponding card would be the Justice card, okay? So balance, the skills that we can be using right now to achieve our empowerment is by remaining balanced. Sound familiar? Isn't that what I'm always preaching? Okay. All right. The conscious limb up here at the top of our bow, basically. The conscious limb, how our brain basically is thinking right now, our analytical skills and so forth, is from the Major Arcana, the number 12 card. In this case, he calls it the mirror. The corresponding card would be the Hanged Man. So basically, pretty much our conscious limb is telling us to sit tight. Okay, sit tight, look at things from a different perspective. That seems to be something that is coming out quite a bit in our readings here recently. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. All right, at the bottom of our bow is basically our spiritual limb, basically how we're feeling and so forth, is going to be the 9 of Arrows, which is the corresponding card would be the 9 of Swords. All about air, and it's basically an air card. In this case, it's about dedication, and the traditional it would be about what is keeping us up at night. Okay, in this case, our spirit is saying stay dedicated. Okay, don't be anxious and so forth, stay dedicated. All right, but in the middle, and this was the one that always throws me off. Basically, this is the string, and this is the momentum of the situation. This is basically the energy of of our situation. Basically, our empowerment. What's going on with our empowerment? And in this case, this card pulled up yesterday, only with our psychic tarot. Okay, basically the 4 of Cups, that boredom card again. So right now we're kind of sitting around a little bit bored while we're doing our reflection, and which we had to also happen yesterday and so forth. But no matter what, we're staying dedicated. Okay, but in the process, we're kind of getting bored and we're a little disgruntled. All right. So what's going to help guide us? Actually, it's going to be from the Major Arcana, the number 4 card, the Green Man, who translates into the Emperor. Okay, so basically staying dedicated. Okay, definitely we want to make sure we're staying dedicated throughout all of this. Okay, and yeah, basically taking the lead on things. It is the 4 of Cups is a component of the Emperor card. Okay, sorry. I lost my train of thought there for a minute. But in taking the lead on things, especially when it comes to our own lives and so forth, can wind up causing us to be a little disgruntled. Okay? Because we can wind up feeling a little bit alone and everything. However, we do have a ray of hope, and that's our outcome card. Okay? And it's also from the Major Arcana. This is the number 5 card. In this case, he calls it the Ancestor card, and Rider-Waite, it would be the Hierophant. Okay, in the aspect with this card, what's interesting with our outcome card, our significator, basically the 5 of Bows. Okay, our empowerment. All right, so, and I want to read this actually, so in that way you can see what I'm talking about. You have made this is from the reading points on the Ancestor card. You have made the leap and started a new cycle. Your instinctive spirit has felt it necessary to lead you to the gateway and a new path. You may have been reluctant or concerned at first, but whether you realize it or not, a shift has occurred. You may feel wary of the unknown denizens that await you in the forest, but the ancient ancestor within you will guide and reassure you as you relearn and greet new experiences on the path. Trust your inner voice. Listen to your own instinctive and inquisitive nature. Your own inner ancestor is strong, patient, and wise. Let them lead you into the forest with new eyes and a joyful heart. Okay? So, make your dreams real, but make sure that you set in those healthy boundaries and trust in those divine detours that happen. Okay? So take that lead. Make those changes. Take that leap of faith, basically. All right? So, this was 8 and 3, 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay? See you later.